my rock, in whom I trust, and He will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of His hand. You need not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, though thousands fall about you. Near you it shall not come. For to His angels He's given a command to guard you in all of your ways. Upon their hands they will bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. And He will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of His hand. And He will raise you up on eagle's wings. He'll bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun, and hold you, and hold you, and hold you, and hold you in the palm of His hand. He'll hold you in the palm of His hand. He will uphold you. He will hold you in His arms. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. He's gonna uphold you. He'll never leave, neither will He forsake you. He'll be there to comfort you.
It's Friday night live, you can't call us. right, Kevin. Let's go, sir. Turn it up.
Get ready, set, let's go.
Yes, sir. Come on. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Friday night. It's Friday night live. It's Friday night.
Yeah.
It's Friday night with Cat Carter. It's Friday night. It's Friday night.
Yeah.
It's Friday night.
What?
It's Friday night with
Come on.
Cat Carter. It's Friday night. It's Friday night live. It's Friday night.
Yes, sir.
It's Friday night with Cat Carter. It's Friday night.
Come on.
It's Friday night. It's Friday night live. It's Friday night with Cat Carter. With Cat Carter.
Come on.
With Cat Carter. With Cat Carter.
Yeah.
With Cat Carter.
Hey, welcome to Friday Night Live. I am your host, Kat Carter. How is everybody doing this evening? Well, I hope that you had a wonderful week. I had a trying week, so I always look forward to Friday Night Live to talk to my guests and listen to some dynamic music. And so tonight is no exception. We have an amazing guest here with us tonight. Howie Jung is in the house. Yes. And I have kidnapped him for the entire hour. Yes. So we're going to have a great time listening to Howie, and he's going to be doing his stuff live tonight. You know how we like live music. Yes, yes, yes. So Friday Night Live is a positive platform where we come to inform, innovate, and inspire. So our guest tonight is a jazz pianist, vocalist, composer, arranger, and piano teacher in the Washington, D.C. area that has been in the game for over 35 years. Please welcome to Friday Night Live, Howie Jung. Hey, Howie. Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can.
Yes. Hey, Howie, welcome to Friday Night Live.
Oh, thank you. Great to be here.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right. But, it's getting a little warmer today, so it was nice.
I know. So we're over in the Midwest. Last week, it was like 30 degrees. Today, it was 75 degrees, and it's really weird. And then this weekend, we're supposed to have snow. Go figure, right?
Yeah, I lived in Iowa for a while, so I know those winters out there.
Yes. But I'll take the warm weather. I'll take the warm weather when they'll give it. Yeah. All right. So, Howie, we are so excited to have you here. Thank you so much. I know there are other things you can be doing on a Friday night besides hanging out with me. So we don't take it lightly at all. So I'm going to jump right into the questions. You ready?
I guess so.
Okay. When did you first fall in love with music?
Well, I would say I started playing piano at 7. And my mom and dad, they played in a swing band.
Nice.
Before that was over by the time they had kids, but or it was the end of it. And so I started piano at 7.
Okay.
And then I guess in 4th grade I started playing trumpet and played that through high school.
Oh, wow.
And also sang in choirs when I was in high school, and then choirs in college, and then I started playing out professionally.
Okay. So did piano, because I know you're a vocalist too. So did piano or singing, which came first where you knew you really had something really good?
Piano.
Yeah. You know, I didn't tell you this in sound check, but the piano is my most favorite. I love all of the instruments, but the piano is my absolute favorite. And when I was younger, I did do piano lessons, but I never really stuck with it. But I can like play by ear, but then I kind of lost it. So as an adult, I'm thinking about maybe going back and learning, maybe doing some piano lessons and getting back into it and see if I can do it again. But I love the piano.
Mhm.
All right. Who were your earliest musical influences?
I can barely hear you.
Check. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're very soft, but
Very soft.
yeah.
I'm up. Can you pull your volume up a little bit in your headphones? I can't pull mine. I'm over.
No.
Okay, I'll try to talk a little bit louder and slower so you can hear me. Who were your earliest musical influences?
I
No?
could try a different headphone.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. All right, audience, just be patient for like 1 second. We're going to switch headphones and see how this works. Okay. So while Howie is getting set up,
Yeah.
Can you
This
hear
works
me?
better. Yeah.
Okay,
Switch
good.
headphones here.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, all right.
Make a couple adjustments so I can.
Okay.
Can you do?
So while Howie is changing his headphones, I want to thank all of you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch that are hanging out with us. We really appreciate your support. And thank you for coming in and supporting me and Howie this afternoon or this evening. So let's see.
Just gotta pick up the amplifier.
Okay, so while they're doing that, I think I may put in, let me see. Let me see. Check.
Here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So are you comfortable? You got it? You ready?
Almost.
Okay.
I can't sit up straight that way.
Oh Lord. Okay. So what I can do, you want me to put in I will put in one of your songs while you're getting set up. I can do that. You ready? Check. Okay. I'm going to put in a song. Let's see. Let me see what I have here. We can listen to some of Howie's music while we're waiting on him. Okay. You have to unmute yourself. Yeah, I can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself. You muted me. Okay, I'm going to put Howie backstage and we'll be right back. Let's see. Let me see who's on here while we're trying to get Howie on. Let's see. Hey, Mom. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Okay, so I know I got some people on YouTube. Say hi. Say hi to us. In the background, you're listening to some of Howie's music. All right. Well, let's see. I don't know if he's going to make it back or not. We're going to go to our Black History segment. Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. was a leading American civil rights activist, religious leader, and political figure whose career spanned more than 4 decades. As founder and president of Rainbow Push Coalition, he was a central force in movements for civil rights, economic justice, peace, and political empowerment. In 2000, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Bill Clinton, recognizing his lifelong commitment to social change. Often called the conscience of the nation and the great unifier, Jackson consistently challenged America to embrace inclusivity and justice across racial, cultural, gender, and economic lines. Born October 8, 1941 in Greenville, South Carolina, Jackson attended public schools before enrolling at the University of Illinois on a football scholarship. He later transferred to North Carolina A&T State University, graduating in 1964. He pursued theological studies at Chicago Theological Seminary, but paused his studies to work full-time in the civil rights movement alongside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Ordained in 1968, he completed his Master of Divinity degree in 2000. Jackson began his activism in 1960, protesting segregation in Greenville. In 1965, he joined the Southern Christian Leadership Conference and was appointed by Dr. King to lead Operation Breadbasket, promoting economic opportunity for African Americans. In 1971, he founded Operation Push, People United to Serve Humanity, in Chicago to advance economic empowerment and educational access. He later established the National Rainbow Coalition in 1984 to broaden political participation. The two organizations merged in 1996 to form the Rainbow Push Coalition. A strong advocate for progressive cause long before they gained mainstream support, Jackson championed national health care, Middle East peace negotiations, democracy in Haiti, and opposition to the war on drugs. His 1984 and 1988 presidential campaigns broke new ground by registering millions of new voters and building a broad, multiracial political coalition. In 1991, he was elected senator delegate for Washington, D.C., where he advocated for D.C.'s statehood and expanded voting rights. Jackson also served as diplomat in sensitive international crises. He negotiated the release of U.S. Navy Lieutenant Robert Goodman from Syria in 1984, helped free prisoners in Cuba, secured the release of hostages in Kuwait and Iraq in 1990, negotiated the release of U.S. soldiers in Kosovo in 1999, and assisted in freeing journalists held in Liberia in 2000. In 1997, President Clinton appointed him special envoy for the promotion of democracy in Africa, where he met leaders including Nelson Mandela. Internationally recognized, Jackson has spoken at major universities and received more than 40 honorary doctorate degrees. He was honored in the UK, including inducted into the Cambridge Union Society and recognized by British leaders for his work promoting diversity and inclusion. He was also a vocal supporter of labor rights, investigating workers' conditions globally and frequently joining labor rallies. A gifted orator and media presence, Jackson hosted Both Sides with Jesse Jackson on CNN from 1992 to 2000 and wrote a nationally syndicated column. He is the author of Keep Hope Alive and Straight from the Heart, and also co-authored additional works addressing racial injustice and economic inequality. Throughout his life, Reverend Jesse Jackson remained committed to empowering marginalized communities, expanding voter participation, advocating nonviolence, and promoting a vision of America as a united, inclusive, one big tent nation. Reverend Jesse Louis Jackson Sr., American civil rights activist, religious leader, and political figure who broke barriers. Okay, we're going to try to get Howie again. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yay! All right.
We're a little too short and had to move things around.
That's all right. We're cooking with grease now. Yes. Okay, we're happy to have you back. I'm so happy to have you back. Okay. All right. So who were your earliest musical influences?
Well, since I was playing trumpet when I was in fourth grade, probably, like Herb Albert and Tijuana Brass and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I started getting into rock and roll around 10th grade. I started playing in rock and roll bands and making my parents crazy by having bands in the basement. Played really loud and probably really bad.
Well, you got to practice to get good. So yeah. I didn't know. I thought you just played the piano. I didn't know you could play other instruments as well. So you're kind of versatile all over the place.
Well, I haven't played trumpet for a long time. It would be pretty bad.
What was there a defining moment when you knew music was more than just a hobby?
Yeah. I went to college and I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Me too.
Yeah. And I kind of learned that, I went from New York where I grew up to Iowa and found out about my junior year that they only took 6 students from out of the state of Iowa into the vet school. So then I bombed out of that pretty much.
Yeah, it's very competitive. Yeah, very much. Yeah, I know.
And then I had started playing in rock and roll bands in college. So I was getting into music quite a bit.
Okay.
And then it got more and more. And so I decided to move to Boston and go to Berklee School of Music.
Nice.
And studied there for about a year and a half. And with some other players, and that was the beginning of my career in music.
Okay. Okay. Did you approach piano differently when accompanying yourself versus do you approach piano differently when accompanying yourself versus when you when you sing?
Well, you have to. It's as if you're playing in an ensemble, so you do a lot of chordal work. You might play, an intro, and then you have to. You can't be playing the melody while the vocalist is singing it. So you have to revert more to playing chords and background stuff.
Okay. If I asked you to describe your music that you play, your playing style, how would you describe it?
The songs that I'm playing now are for this program or for in general?
For the songs you're playing, just in general.
In general, I play a lot of the standard jazz tunes.
Okay.
I have some very good musicians around town that I get to work with, and so we get gigs and jam sessions, and it's a pretty good music scene around Washington D.C. So.
Okay. Well, let's hear one of your pieces. So, what are you going to play for us first?
I'm going to play a song called Jumba Mumba.
Oh, tell us about that, how it came to be.
Well, I was playing, of all places, I got into a Latin band in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I was living.
Wow.
I moved to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, not particularly the mecca of Latin music.
Mm-hmm.
But I started playing in this band, and I wrote the song for the band. We played for a while. It was quite interesting. I could go into a story about how the guy who was the leader of the band one day just disappeared and with some of the guys' equipment and left his wife and kids, and he was gone. That's the last we ever saw of. So now it's the end of the band.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
But anyway, I wrote the song for the band, and everybody liked it. So.
Okay. Well, let's hear it.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta turn down the music. That's too loud here.
beat, Howie. I like that beat. What was the name of that piece again?
That was called Jumba Mumba.
Jumba Mumba. Yeah, I like that.
See,
That name too.
get
That was
people's
nice.
feet moving.
Yeah, that was nice. Okay, let's do some more questions. A few more questions. What was the most technically challenge piece you've mastered?
Ooh. Hmm. Hmm. That's hard to say. It was a while ago when I was studying with a classical pianist, and that was I had basic knowledge of music from playing in orchestras and everything, but as far as piano, doing a lot of the more difficult classical stuff is a stretch for me.
Okay.
I'm used to using my ears to hear.
Okay. Do you compose at the piano, and what does that process look like?
Yes, I do compose at the piano. It can vary. Sometimes I have like a little melody in my head, and so I might write that down, and then jazz tunes that a lot are in what they call an AABA form, where there's 8 bars that make up an A section, and then you have something similar for the next A section, and then a B section that's different, and then back to an A section. So it varies depending on what I'm trying to do, but it could be, sometimes I have just like maybe some kind of a chord progression I like, But,
nice.
And then other times it's just I'm thinking of, and so it can be based off of melody or just a chord progression.
Okay. How would you describe, I know you're a vocalist as well, how would you describe your vocal style?
Well, I've sang in a lot of choirs, and I also studied with a cantor when I was living in Boston. It was kind of amazing. He was in his 80s, and he would go in and sing for 4 hours in the morning and go back and sing for another few hours in the evening. And
wow.
And so he really helped me develop my breathing techniques.
Oh, that's important.
Yeah. But in high school, I joined a choir. I had played in a band, but I also joined a choir in 11th grade, and I made the county choir, and the next year I made the state choir for New York, and which was kind of surprising to me because, I had played piano for years, I played trumpet for years, and started singing, and I guess I just had the ear for the, pitch.
Yeah.
And so, and that really got me going. I fell in love with music at that point because there were so many talented people, especially from New York. You have all these, people who are studying or headed to Juilliard and Manhattan School of Music, and that was really inspiring.
Okay. What song pushes you the most emotionally as a singer?
Maybe My Romance. My romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky.
I'm listening to the lyrics. Why does that one push you emotionally? Is it like a love song? Is it
a love song?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a love song. No Month of May.
The month of May.
Yeah, my romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. My romance, yeah, my romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. My romance doesn't have to have. That's a, goes on like that.
Oh, I put you on full screen. I thought you were about to do the solo. It sounds like it's a nice medley, though.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the Roger and Hart and some of the old standards have beautiful lyrics.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. What's the biggest challenge of playing and singing simultaneously?
After a while, it becomes pretty automatic. But I guess if you concentrate on one thing and accidentally forget where you're at in the lyrics, or
Mm-hmm.
but that comes with rehearsing and repeating it. And you got to listen. You're listening to what you're doing, how your voice sounds, and how you're feeling playing the piano.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you feel more connected to one more than the other?
maybe a little bit more to the piano, since I started that earlier and
Mm-hmm.
started that when I was 7. But I've had a lot of fun singing. So
Okay. So I know one of your busy seasons where you're doing a lot of gigs is Christmas. You told me you were so busy during Christmas time. So tell people where they can find out more information about you, or if they wanted to hire you for one of their events.
well, you can go to the website you have there, www.howiejung.com, and you'll see my information and some of the gigs I'm doing and stuff about me.
Do you have any events coming up that you want to share?
Yes. Well, it's not a public one. Let's see. I have one coming up in, I think, a week or two. It's
Okay.
I do a lot of gigs, or not a lot of gigs, but I do some gigs for food pantries.
Nice.
And so I've been playing around Maryland doing some of those, and this one is kind of connected to that in a senior home. So yeah, I enjoy doing those. And
I bet they enjoy you too when you come.
yeah. Sometimes it's solo, sometimes it's a duet, trio, quartet. Depends what the venue is. And it's kind of nice because they're going around the state setting up food
Yeah.
pantries. So
Yeah.
it's great just to be a part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. What does your songwriting environment look like?
You mean as far as the type of music or the
Well, so do most of your songs, are they based on your experiences, or I know you said sometimes you may hear something in your head and then you play it. Do you write based on life issues or things that you see? I know you have different, like we just heard one, but I've heard some real nice melodies, slow melodies as well. So you have different styles. So that's what I was kind of asking, like, where does it come from? Like, are you driving and it just comes to you? Are you asleep and you wake up and you write something down real quick? How does it work?
Occasionally I'll have some kind of melody come to my head, but usually I'm sitting at the piano and monkeying around, and
Find something good.
and then I start expanding on it.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's listen to another one of your projects. What do you want to play for us next?
Okay. This one, what you thought about, how do I get ideas for songs? But this one is called, it's kind of a sad song. It's called Sometimes When I Remember You.
Did you write that one, or is that a cover?
No, that's a song I wrote.
Oh, you got to tell us the backstory about that. You got to tell us about this song. How did it come to be? How did you get the title? We want to know. We're nosy.
Well, it was the loss of a strong relationship when I was younger.
Okay.
It's basically my first love, true love, and
Well, those are the hardest ones.
yeah. So
I think we all can relate to that.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's kind of a sad song.
All right, let's check it out.
Okay.
That was beautiful. That was a
Yeah.
beautiful medley, Howie. I really enjoyed that.
That was a song I wrote while I was at Berkeley. I was separating from my first wife, and I was sad.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to show the sadness and then a little brightening for the future.
At the end, yeah.
Yeah.
The sun shall come out again. Yeah, that was beautiful. Thanks for sharing that with us, Howie.
Well, thank you.
So we are actually at the end of the show. Would you believe that the time goes so fast? Do you know somebody named Michael Miller? Michael Miller says, "Can you play Popsicle Toes for Pat and Mike for old times in Harrisburg, PA? Is that Pennsylvania? Yeah. Pennsylvania, yes."
I could if I run upstairs and grab the music.
Well, if you do that, I'm gonna do. If you want to do that, if you're okay with that, I'm gonna put on a little more Black History, and then that'll give you time to run up and come back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. So we're gonna do that on one request, and that's gonna be the end of the show. Are you all enjoying yourselves tonight? Let's see who is coming up next week. I believe next week is Lamech. Is Lamech coming up next week? Lamech is coming up next week. Okay, let me do this while Howie is gone, and then we'll come back with the request. All right.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Let us march on till victory is won. Oh, let us march on till victory is won. Is won.
All right, that was Beth. Let me see if Howie is back. Thank you, Beth, for our anthem, our Negro anthem. Let me see, Black History anthem.
Thank you, Beth.
Yeah, did you get a chance to hear Howie?
I could hear a little bit. It was very faint.
Yeah, that's Beth. She's in the Detroit area. Okay. So we're less than 10 minutes into the show, so we're gonna do a request, and this is called again. Let me see.
Popsicle Toes.
Popsicle Toes.
Yes,
All right.
very appropriate for that.
Okay. Well, before you do that, Howie, because we're going to end it with that, I just want to thank you so much for giving of your time, for sharing your beautiful gift with us. Thank you so much. Best wishes on your event that's coming up and on your new gigs that they're going to be calling and stuff. And when time permits, you have to come back and hang out with us again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hush. If you want to say anything, if you want to give any shout outs, this is your time to do it. And then we're going to end it with your last selection. Before you do that, next week, Lamech is coming. Lamech is coming, y'all. So if you all are not busy next week, come hang out with Lamech on FNL. Yes. All right. All right. All right. It's all you, Howie.
Okay. When God gave out rhythm, it sure was good to you. You can add, subtract, and multiply, and divide by 2. Well, I know today's your birthday. I did not buy no rose, but I wrote the song. Instead, I call it Popsicle Toes. Popsicle Toes. Popsicle Toes, I always froze. Popsicle Toes. You're so brave to expose all those popsicle toes. Must have been Miss Pennsylvania with all this portrait tune. How come you always load your Pentax when I'm in the nude? We can have a birthday party and you can wear your birthday clothes. We can hit the floor, go explore a popsicle toes. Must have been Miss Pennsylvania. It's the nicest that I ever saw. Like to feel your warm Brazil and touch your Panama. But your Tierra del Fuego, I lay always froze. We got the seesaw till we unfold those popsicle toes. Popsicle toes. Popsicle toes are always froze. Popsicle toes. You're so brave to expose all those popsicle toes.